writer who shared a scandalous and lovely story with us, and we are pleased to welcome here tonight, Jilliana.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back in Paris. I used to live here in the late 1970s and through the 80s. Don't ask how old I am. Right. This one is called Tu and Vous. I was living in Paris in 1978 and loving my life there. My regular cafe office for meeting clients was La Palette, the famous bohemian cafe on the corner of the Rue de Seine and Jacques Caillou in Saint-Germain in the 6th. One day I was inside the cafe in the back room having a coffee with my vintage corkscrew collector, client Bernard Bosquet, who was looking through my new treasures while I was listening to his complicated love life with two mistresses, one married and the other expecting his child, when an unusual-looking woman in her early 60s pounced on me, explaining her son was a wine wholesaler and he too had a corkscrew collection. Thus, the sophisticated Marie-Claire Duison entered my life. She excused herself for the spontaneous intrusion and, as she was a collector of German grotesques, would like me to find her in London the missing object in her vast specialist collection, the dentist. She demanded my name and number. I presented her with one of my 52 limited edition signed JRV playing cards with my handwritten name and French phone number. Although Marie-Claire spoke fluent English, she had the wisdom to know that I loved to speak to the French in French, and so she never spoke to me in English. She invited me to her home in the chic 16th district of La Boette that I knew so well as I'd gone every day there to work before becoming a collectibles dealer, stepping over dog shit when I worked at the OECD for 10 months. She lived in bliss with her distinguished husband Henri, a retired diamond dealer. Marie-Claire always wore elegant but discreet diamond earrings and a beautiful diamond eternity ring. Henri had a pacemaker, and his adoring, doting wife would always talk about how she would cope alone after his imminent death. Theirs was a gracious flat in the best of taste. The elegant salon was really a private museum with the walls lit up with bespoke show cabinets specially made for their large bisque grotesque collection. I was informed that the unglazed bisque ceramic was made in Germany pre-World War I and imported into England to be sold mainly at seaside destinations. The objects were comic, exaggerated facial features. The couple had the best collection in France and were in touch with a German collector believed to be connected with the original factory Schaefer and Vatter. But they needed the dentist to complete their life's work. The factory stopped importing these humorous objects when the war broke out in 1914. There were Oete original ballet paintings gracing the living room wall, which did not have showcases. The salon was an odd shape with steps down to the seating area, so in fact that the built-in showcases were on a raised level. Their dining room housed a magnificent oil painting with touches of gold leaf paint of a Piero clown harlequin by a well-known Italian artist. I don't recall money changing hands, but Marie-Claire would phone me in London without fail just before the Foire de Vieux Papier at Porte de Champeret to ask if I'd found anything for her. She was obsessed with the collection. Her children had grown up, so their collection was their baby. Sadly, both her children were not interested. I'm sure that why she gravitated towards me, because I enthused and was a dealer of dreams and into my client's passion. I was passing Boots one day and thought of Henri and his love for sugar-free bonbons. That cemented our friendship. Madame was so touched by my little gift that I was invited for seafood lunches in restaurants quite often. She even taught me how to daintily eat roux. Somehow the topic of commercial Christmas came up, and I told her I'd never celebrated it because I was Jewish. She exclaimed she thought so from my personality, and confessed she and Henri were too. That the name Duizon had been changed from the Dutch or Flemish name, that they had been hidden in the countryside during World War II, but she didn't want to talk about that tragic dark period of their lives. One day I was invited for lunch in their home, a formal event with their housekeeper serving a traditional lunch. I had always addressed Madame as vous and was getting fed up with the grammar. In the antique and collectibles world, everyone was addressed as tu, and so I asked her if I could tutoie her. I was horrified when she refused, and so was Henri coming to the rescue saying that I could tutoie him. After that episode, I continued with the formal vous address out of respect, but I never felt the same about her after the insult. She immediately began to address me as tu, but never gave me the permission I craved for. She came to London to visit old friends, but always stayed in a nearby hotel. Friends were like fish, she would say. They go off after 2 or 3 days. I photographed her in a Notting Hill cafe and realised on exposure that she looked a bit like a younger version of my mother. The day before I was leaving Paris for London, she failed to turn up at her chosen restaurant. Marie-Claire was a punctual lady, so I said she was not well. We didn't have mobile phones in those days, of course, and there was no way of communicating. The next day I called from the airport payphone, only to find out that she had fallen in the street and hit her head on the pavement on her way to meeting me, was concussed, and died in hospital days later, never coming round from the coma she had fallen into. Henri wrote to tell me how sad and devastated he was. They had been married about 50 years. How ironic, she always thought of life without him, and here was the role reversal. I wrote on a lovely greetings card with a silhouetted man waving goodbye to a woman leaving on a train. Henri wrote that it was the nicest card he had ever received and asked me to think of him as my father. And should I need anything, he would always be there for me, using the tu. I offered to send him the photo I had taken of his wife because he said he had only got earlier ones. It took me a long time to find it and get it a print, but I managed in the end. He was thrilled and placed it in an ornate silver frame, gracing his dressing table in his bedroom so that he could always see her first thing in the morning. Sometime later I was back in Paris as I was coming less and less due to work commitments with my archive, photo library, Retrograph archive back in London, and my husband, bien sûr. I rang Henri, who invited me to his home for lunch as he rarely left the house. It was a grey, rainy day, and I arrived 15 minutes too early as it was hard to judge the metro timings. He opened the door himself, dressed in a dark red smoking jacket. The housekeeper had gone shopping, and he had not yet taken his shower. He was inflexible, not pleased that I had come too early, and actually asked me to go away and come back later at the given time. Not very fatherlike. I refused because of the rain, and and I had nowhere to go, as his flat was in a residential part of the 16th. Begrudgingly, he allowed me to wait, like I was at the doctor's, in the salon until he was ready for our meeting and lunch. I politely got through the formal meal of grilled fish and vegetable, an excellent dry white wine and a good camembert, accompanied by a heavy vermouth red wine, but it was not the same without Marie Claire. I took a photo of him next to the important Harlequin painting, but never saw Henri again, who must today be reunited with the love of his life in the heavens above.